Sorry about that. I didn't mean to get all emotional at the end of the last video. When I lived with Miss Jerry and I was helping to take care of her kids, and they didn't have enough money for food, and I was buying milk and cereal and every other damn thing that was needed. Miss Jerry slept on one couch and I slept on the other. And there was a couple of mornings where we woke up and her finger was touching mine, all ET status. So after that, it was kind of a running joke, finger, and we touch fingers. All right, so we're going to touch on false allegations here. Here's how telephone works. Natalie was embarrassed. So Natalie, or Natalie's family, I still don't know who made the claim, but they claimed I was stalking a male resident of the household, according to the police officer's computer that I was looking at from, of course, the back seat of the police vehicle. But they weren't arresting me. They took me to the hospital. I was obviously severely dehydrated. But Natalie claimed I stalked her, which was bullshit. And then Alicia Bollinger claimed that I threatened her and her family, which was bullshit. She told that to Maddie Boa. When I got a hold of Maddie Boa to let her know what had happened, that Natalie had been busted with her heroin, and I got a busted phone that used to be Natalie's that was all fucked up. Well, Maddie Boa decided that she was going to treat me like shit, call me a creep and shit like that, and then go spread rumors around Boulder. I wasn't even out of Virginia yet. I was just getting to the Tennessee border. I got back to Boulder, and my first day there, I got people pushing me and shoving me and telling me I'm not welcome, and they heard what I was doing to that poor girl. All these people are telling me, hey, I heard this from Maddie Boa. I heard this from Maddie Boa. I heard this from Maddie Boa. Maddie Boa said it. Maddie Boa said it. Well, maybe you should consider the fucking source. Maddie Boa had a big ass crush on both of those girls, and she wanted the set. She had already had Alicia. She wanted Natalie. And she had expressed multiple times when she was talking to me about how she wanted them both at the same time. Like, this is her ultimate fantasy. Obviously, she's not going to care what the truth is. Sarah Rubiolo, I was honest with her, but she didn't like it. Fortunately for me, I took all the screenshots of everything that I needed to years ago. Since then, all I've been trying to do is get her to tell the truth, come forward with what she knows. I don't need her anymore. I miss her. She is somebody I care deeply about. But she wants to remain friends with these goddamn junkies who ruined my life. The things that I said about Sarah Rubiolo are true. Those things did happen. She blocked me today and don't want to be my friend no more. That's fucking fine. There are too many lives at stake for me to give a fuck about that. I got what I needed. I have the evidence that those stories are true. I've also got evidence that later on in the same messages, our Facebook Messenger, I asked her about those things. I asked her to come forward about those things and admit that they're true. She doesn't answer. She sees them, she just doesn't answer. Now, obviously, I've already got the screenshots to show I'm telling the truth. So she's being incredibly stupid. That doesn't mean I don't care about her. That doesn't mean if she ends up missing again, because she is one of the missing people that I went to help find. But it's not difficult. to see how this went from one drug addict who didn't want to get in trouble, telling one little white lie would make it okay. But that little white lie was fucking slander. She slandered me. Alicia Bollinger slandered me. Maddie Boa slandered me. And they all told three separate lies. Three individually separate lies. All based on Natalie Bollinger's embarrassment. So here we've got is predators, female predators, thinking that this shit is okay. Thinking that telling that little white lie is going to make it okay. But then those people in Boulder, that wasn't good enough. Eventually, these rumors twisted into that I was some sort of a child. Sorry, that wasn't a demonic possession. That was me trying to talk and belch at the same time. So pretty soon it becomes, I heard that you raped some girl in Virginia. I heard that you molested some little girl in Virginia. You know, it's just getting successively more fucked up. I can't see my loved ones. I can't see the positive people in my life. I mean, most of the positive people in my life were in Boulder, Colorado. Most of the people who accepted me as a human being were in Colorado. The police didn't care. It's not that I didn't go in to talk to them. It's not that I didn't try to show them. It's that they simply did not care. Is that my fault? Is that my choice? Is it my decision for them to make their decisions based on their bias and assumptions rather than looking at evidence? Meanwhile, for 5 years, all of these people have prevented me from being able to show this evidence to the police or to the courts and have it actually taken seriously by calling me mentally ill. They have prevented all of my evidence from being allowed in court by calling me mentally ill. My predators were allowed to outright lie and prevent me from getting an honest court date, prevent me from getting bail, prevent me from turning them in over and over and over again by pretending that these things are okay. Now, Natalie's family called up the Longmont Police Department and other police departments and lied to them outright. And of course, Amanda Jonas, on my paperwork, it shows that she was definitely not the person that should have been investigating any of this. She was involved with it. She had already conspired, and the paperwork from our court shows that she conspired with the Bollingers to prevent me from going to court. By these people pretending, after they got busted lying, after they got busted harassing me repeatedly beforehand, and their friends, and outright spreading slander in these Facebook groups over and over and over again while they're pretending that they're trying to help me. And this evidence is overwhelming. The problem is, it doesn't matter if you go to a fucking stupid cunt like Amanda Jonas of Longmont Police Department. That's right, she was involved in covering up the crimes of the Bollingers. She was involved in covering up her own crimes. And she was involved in covering up the crimes of other officers that I was attempting to turn in. Now, obviously, them telling me that they can't investigate in Longmont the situation that was going on with Waylon Lolotai, obviously that's bullshit, because Longmont was already investigating a situation with Waylon Lolotai, with the situation with Zaid Atkinson. Waylon Lolatai is the black man with a shotgun in the Zayd Atkinson video. It's not right that all these white cops put guns on. Holy shit, Waylon Lolatai was not white. He had a fucking shotgun, and he would have killed that black man, Zayd Atkinson, if Zayd Atkinson had been homeless. Yeah, goddamn right, they would have blown his fucking head off. What did Zayd Atkinson get out of that? $120-something thousand. Now then there's a guy who wanted we'd always been cool with each other. We'd never had an issue with each other. And this guy's name is Seth Franco. From what I was reading about him, his family is shit and belongs in prison. They got $3 million over a false arrest. How many times have I been falsely arrested so far? How many? I'm not sure if I can count that many. I mean, I'm sure that I could go back through all of that evidence and find most of it. I've been sending this stuff to a lady who knows a lot of these situations, was a part of a lot of these situations, or knows many of the people involved. That is important. It's not just hearsay. These are people who know these folks, know these predators who have committed these crimes against me. I'm going to read the messages between me and Natalie Bollinger from when we got the protection order. I'd been speaking out about it for over a year, about the abuse that I was enduring. At first, I was nice. I tried to type out the story, hoping that the people who were doing this shit would read it and take it to heart. I told the truth. But you know, it got to the point where me not being able to see my loved ones, me having to be in Chapel, Nebraska, where people are historically fucking rotten pieces of shit in this goddamn town. Yeah, I just needed to go see some positive people in Boulder, Colorado. Of course, under an extremely stressful situation, a lot of those people, when I was stressed out, I found out that many of those people depended on me for their happiness. They depended upon my constant positivity for their happiness. When I got there, they were fucking in shitty, dire ass straits. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. This is what I sent to Mandy and Meg and who else? Mandy, Meg, Mateo, a bunch of damn M's. Let me see. Sent. And it says, let's see, Mandy, Meg, Mateo, and Miss Estrada. So these are the messages between me and Natalie. And obviously me being able to put it on YouTube is not that easy. It does still have a phone number in it. I'm pretty sure that I won't get in trouble for posting it, but December 15th of 2017. Natalie types to me, Sean, it's Natalie. I don't want to call. I don't want to text. She types, we need to meet at Starbucks on Pearl. If you're free, let me know if you can. She typed, if you can, at 5:54 p.m. I typed, Natalie, I am scared of you. I don't know the right thing to do, and I don't want you to feel unsafe. I stayed here in, come on, God damn it. My mouse died. All right. I typed, Natalie, I am scared of you. I don't know the right thing to do, and I don't want you to feel unsafe. I stayed here instead of going to see Moose in North Carolina. That's Brett Roloff, by the way. In North Carolina, so you wouldn't have to be scared of me being so close. Obviously, if her and her sister are spreading rumors that I threatened her and her family, I don't want to be anywhere near these fucking people. Now, I'd already blocked them when I left Virginia, and if it weren't for the threats, harassment, and assaults, I would have never gotten back a hold of them to ask them to put a stop to it. I would have never gotten a hold of the Dual County Sheriff's Department to try to get a stop put to it. I would have never gone to my friends to ask for help to put a stop to it. Anyway, let's continue with what I actually typed instead of me talking. Let's see. So you wouldn't have to be scared of me being so close. You being in Boulder scares the shit out of me. And people in Boulder being mean makes it uncomfortable to go there. The police station, or maybe somewhere public that's not Pearl. See, I'm police station. I'm wanting to meet her at the police station. Or maybe somewhere public that's not Pearl, or the library might work. Obviously, I want it to be a public place. I didn't want her to have to feel uncomfortable. I didn't want me to have to feel uncomfortable. Meanwhile, I made a video on my way to go see her, and I'll explain that to you in a little bit. I actually made a few of them. It says the police station, or maybe somewhere that's not Pearl, or the library might work. My car is broken, so let me know when and I will try to make it. It was the same car I had in Virginia. It was the same vehicle problem that I had in Virginia with the steering wheel not wanting to work, but that wasn't the only issue that I was having in Virginia. I mean, there was also the fact that I was severely dehydrated and hadn't slept in 5 days, and I needed help. I needed help. The least Natalie could have done is take the time to. Obviously, she knew that I was dehydrated on my birthday. So, I mean, the least she could have done is call a fucking ambulance. Holy hell. Um, Next one. Natalie typed to me at 7:30 p.m. on the 15th. I just want to talk to you so we can stop fighting and stop all the crazy. We weren't fighting. There was no fighting there. There was me begging her to call off the fucking dogs. But she typed, I just want to talk to you so we can stop fighting and stop all the crazy. Let me know if you can meet me tomorrow. Now, all of this abuse that I have taken for the last 5 years is over bullshit that was straight up bullshit. She typed, let me know if you can meet me tomorrow. And I typed, yes, ma'am, what time? And I am scared of Starbucks on Pearl since when you rescued me. Is Starbucks on University and Broadway okay? Or maybe the cop shop? It would be nice to go to Boulder without fear of being assaulted again. Now, I'd explained to her that I was being treated like a fucking rapist and a child molester. What did she think that meant? Did she think that meant that people were calling me names once in a great while? No, I hadn't been in Boulder in a whole year. I mean, the only time that I had been to Boulder was to rescue OSHA and Bailey Beers. That's it. Also trying to talk to Pierre about the situation because I needed help. Well, I was waiting on Pierre. A couple more Matty Boa's meth buddies were hanging outside of the Starbucks, and I'm waiting on Pierre all day long. Eventually, I got fucking pissed at him, and I typed a bunch of mean shit. Like, here I am. I need help. He told me to be there at 9 o'clock. I was there at 9 o'clock. I was there all day. He ignored me for 3 days. Fucking piece of shit. Anyway, let's see. Boulder without fear of being assaulted again. And she typed back, I don't know what you mean about assaulting you. I'll be at the Starbucks on Broadway and University at 2 p.m. I typed, okay, thank you. I am sorry, Miss Natalie. I really am getting help. Now, at this point, I'm trying to get help stopping the abuse. I'm going to therapists. I am going to a caseworker. I am along the Front Range. Like, all right, Nicole Peralta and Tamara both told me, hey, there's really no services in Western Nebraska. You got to go to the Front Range. And I've got recordings with a few people since then that have said the exact same thing. There's no services in Western Nebraska. You got to go to the Front Range. I was at the Front Range to get help. I wasn't there to stalk Natalie. I didn't even know she was in Colorado. And when I got this, I was pretty pissed off. I'm not happy about the fact that literally I've been in Colorado and I'm getting this lady. She's in Colorado. Fuck, this is scaring the shit out of me. Like, I didn't know she was in Colorado. And then, of course, this happens. And then I get served the protection order instead. We'll get to that part, though. I typed, okay, thank you. I am sorry, Miss Natalie. I really am getting help. She typed, see you then. December 16th of 2021. Or not 2021. December 16th of 2017. I typed, I had to walk 60 blocks, but I made it to my ride. I should be in Boulder by noon. I did invite Miss Chelsea, that's Chelsea Worsing, so I can try to calm down before I see you. She might not show up, but if she does, she will let me say so I don't get overwhelmed. Thank you so much. She typed, okay. That was at 10:53 a.m. Now, this is after I had exposed her dad with the email that she had sent me about him being such a sick fuck. Cops don't want to see this. They're assholes. She typed something. I got called into work for 2 hours, so she was letting me know she was going to be late. I typed, yes, ma'am. Thank you for letting me know. Most folks don't show for 3 days, then bitch at me. You were good. And yeah, that's true. I mean, there's some of Matty Boa's drug dealers and drug customers were people that I knew that I'd rescued, and they'd said, hey, man, if you ever need help, let me know. One of them was a guy named John Hickson. He didn't show up for 3 days and then told me to go fucking kill myself. And another one was Incredibly Gay Ryan. That's what he went by. Long story, we'll skip that. Later on, Ryan said, I'm not actually gay. I was just pretending to get girls to touch my penis, which that's totally fucking creeper status there. Anyway, and then there's, of course, Pierre. Anyway, I also typed Chelsea had to work, so it's just me. That was at 2:32 p.m. on the 16th. She typed, I'm on the way, 30 minutes. That was at 2:33 p.m. She typed, there's a little bit of traffic. Be there ASAP. I typed to her, fuck hurrying, drive safe. Yeah, obviously, I must have been stalking this girl and been trying to blah, 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 blah. No. Don't be so fucking stupid. So then there's no messages between her until December 28th. December 28th? Yeah, fuck protection orders. This girl is missing. She is somebody that I care about, even though she did do fucked up shit to me. December 28th, 2017. I typed to her, Broomfield PD just called me because you were missing. Call your mom, please, or the police. I am scared to help, but if you need a hero or funds to get somewhere safe, just ask. Turns out she didn't even have her phone on her. And then there was another one, says, Natalie, just because of the restraining order, I am committing felonies to try to get you safe. There's more of them. Well, that was obviously the last one in this, but there's a lot of them from our correspondence through Facebook Messenger. And that stuff in Facebook Messenger shows that I was telling the truth the whole time. Now, the people that I've gotten to show this stuff to, they really think that Natalie Bollinger was a fucking psycho, and truly she was. Good people don't do that shit. Now, here's the one from Candace. Now, this is what Candace typed to me. Either of these things are true or they're not. And there's a few more, but I just grabbed 4 of them. She typed to me, "There is nowhere else for me to live, and my landlord owns most of the rentals in this." Oh, I should go to the first one first instead of the last one. I'm not even sure if these are in order. Um, January 19th, Candace typed, "Hey, so I'm going to need you to brainstorm on somewhere to go. Cops were sitting outside my house this morning when I took the girls to school, then came to my work. My landlord is pissed. I have 3 days to take you somewhere or pack my shit. I work tomorrow and the weather is supposed to get shitty here Sunday, so that basically leaves us this afternoon. Do you have any resources outside of Boulder?" Come on. I know I have some extra batteries here somewhere. I'm going to find them. Oh, God. Oh, nice. Right here. I only need one of them, I believe. So, yeah, there's that. Let's see. She types to me, "I am not intimidated by anyone, but my kids are priority, 100%. I left my phone for the internet all day yesterday, Sean, but you didn't indicate to me that you had completed anything besides listening to a playlist on YouTube. And it might be therapeutic, but it isn't helping anyone at this point." Well, that's actually not what I was doing. And I did try to tell her what was going on. I did indicate that I had been working on stuff. And the fact is that literally she didn't allow me that until the day that I let Shelly have all of my information so that she could go through everything. And I told her I would give her 3 days to do it. I said, "Hey, Miss Shelley, this is everything that you need to go through my stuff and take a look." And she turned that over to the officers who already had access to it. I needed her to see it for herself so that she knew that I was telling the truth. I'm talking about Miss Shelley, obviously. Um, but this is all over the situation where Miss Shelley pocket dialed me. And Officer Michael Beard came and did intimidate her. And her landlord did intimidate her. And she's outright lying here. "I am not intimidated by anyone." "No, you absolutely are, Candace. You're a fucking coward." Now, obviously, her kids are her priority. And she had left her phone all day. I'm explaining to her over and over and over, it's not going to do me any good. I already gave all of that information to Miss Shelley, and I told her that she could have 3 full days to go through all that stuff, to go through the messages between me and Natalie, to go through all of that evidence. But of course, this is when Candace is pissed off at me because I've already fucking called her out on her bullshit. Um, she typed, "I left my phone for the internet all day yesterday, Sean." All right, I guess that isn't before I called her on her bullshit. I called her on her bullshit while I was stuck in Denver. She typed to me, let's see, "You didn't indicate to me that you had completed anything besides listening to a playlist on YouTube." Well, here's the thing is that leave no stone unturned. I mean, Natalie Bollinger, her YouTube playlist, I wasn't listening to it for therapy. I was listening to it to try to find what was going on with these people. And there's a lot of stuff in there that was on her YouTube playlist that shows the frame of mind that she was in. That's important. But Candace is fucking dumb as a goddamn stump. Not my fault. All right. I'm sorry. I have done everything I know how to do and am capable of doing. No, she didn't. That's fucking bullshit. Um, let's see. She typed, "There is Well, this is all right. Obviously, this is out of order. I grabbed the most important stuff. There's actually the as much of it as I can get. I was having some issues because I had to take these screenshots after Laura Nelson looked it up on her phone how to do it and then explained it to me how to do it. So here it says, there is nowhere for me to live, and my landlord owns most of the rentals in this town. I can't burn that bridge. It isn't an option. So basically, she's getting victimized, and I'm the one who's paying the consequences. Her landlord don't get in no trouble for that. Officer Michael Beard don't get in no trouble for not doing his goddamn job. And Officer Michael Beard should have come to talk to me, not harass Candace when she's taking her fucking kids to school. Not harass Candace again at work. Not fucking okay. Anyway, she typed, I can't burn that bridge. It isn't an option. I can bring my phone by if the internet will help you to make contact with whoever you need to. There is a bus from Sterling to Denver that leaves at 3:55. By now, I have no one to watch my kids if I drive you back to Boulder, and I have work here tomorrow and my second job Sunday. There was no safe place for me in Boulder. No safe place for me in Boulder County. People were afraid, except for a drug dealer by the name of Todd Ryan Case. It says there is a bus from Sterling to Denver. Oh, I've already read that part. Watch my kids if I drive you back to Boulder, and I have to work here tomorrow and my second job Sunday. So I mean, yeah, single mom. Um, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to fix? Oh, here's the other one. I found it. It wasn't part of the file. I should have put it in there. It says, I wrote, see, this is why I am in a constant state of fucking panic. I did nothing wrong. She typed to me, nobody is saying you did anything wrong. Part of the issue stems from having the cops at my house yesterday. I can't control that. They were sitting outside first thing this morning and came to my work. I can't have that. That's right. The cops intimidated Candace, in specific, Officer Michael Beard. And who is it that paid the price? Me. Now, it won't allow me to send these, but if I and Josh Hughes taught me how to do this. Like I said, he was my computer guy. He's fucking pretty damn good. Um, we don't get along and we ain't friends no more. But on the bright side, I'm not going to fucking lie about the son of a bitch. He's good at what he does. He is very goddamn good at what he does. He's good with Dell. He's good with HP. He's good with MacBooks. He's good with phones. He's good with everything. Like, this is literally the guy I needed, you know? If I could have gotten Josh Hughes to come and take a look at this stuff and help me to collect it and send it in, but then again, it's Josh Hughes. So here I'm going to send that thing with Candace. Let's see. We'll go to compose. Now we got to go from start to finish. We'll go to Marcia Estrada and Meg and Mateo and Mandy. And we'll take the compressed zip file. See, the stuff I know how to do, I know how to do. You know, if I've got enough practice in doing it, it's pretty easy. If I don't have any practice in it, it's pretty screwy. Subject: Candace Bondurant intimidated by Michael Beard in Haxton, Colorado January 18, 2019. All right. It is important where it started. It's also important to show that, yeah, I've been telling the truth from the beginning. But do you really care? Or is it all right to do these things to an innocent man? The desperate shit that I had to do because people like Officer Michael Beard of Haxton, Colorado, and Officer Michael West of Boulder, Colorado, he's the one that served me the protection order. Now, in Natalie's messages, she was talking about how had walked over 100 blocks. Obviously, she wrote 100 blocks, not 60 blocks, as I had messaged her. So obviously, her and her friends were stalking my Facebook. Her and her friends. Because, mind you, by this point, I have unblocked her to let her know what's going on, and she has blocked me. So she's got to have her friends come on and view my Facebook. So her and her friends are literally stalking my Facebook. When Natalie said that I walked over 100 blocks, you're goddamn right I did. It wasn't to stalk her, it was to get to Miss Peach's house because Miss Peach's was going to give me a ride to Boulder. I had to walk over 100 blocks to get to Miss Peach's house so that I could meet Miss Natalie at the Starbucks on Broadway in Boulder, Colorado. Peaches gave me the ride. She kept her word. She had to give me a little bit of extra money so that I could actually catch the bus back. I had like $2.50 left on my Starbucks card. That's what I had to live on after being fucking ripped out all of my money by Ken and Leah. Meanwhile, I was going to a guy named Jeff Ritter. He was supposed to be my therapist through the Colorado Coalition of the Homeless / Stout Street Clinic. He didn't even bother to show up until I was homeless in Denver after all of the shit at Clearview. Any fucking idiot can tell that this shit's wrong. Any fucking idiot. Linda Goldborg typed, "Hi, Sean." Hi, Linda. There are problems with every social media platform. When I tried to show the messages between me and Natalie on my Facebook just basically jumbled it all up. I posted them in order. When I clicked on them in order. And then when it posted it up, they're all over the place. So then people aren't taking the time to put it back together. Meanwhile, they overlap. This is something I couldn't get Shannon Alvarado's dumbass to understand. They need to overlap. They need to overlap so they can be put together in sequence, in order, in a timeline. She's sending me stuff from all over the fucking place. I'm trying to explain it to her over and over again, but she's a fucking moron. She's dumb as a fucking goddamn stump. That tends to happen when you have years and years and years of depriving your brain of oxygen with alcohol. This is almost 40 minutes long. Let's see if there's any more stuff I can put up in here. Oh, I got the messages from Tim Beeson from that same period of time. I should probably send those too. What was he telling her at the time? She typed, Sean walked to 120th and I-25. He said 100 plus blocks. That's literally 3 minutes from my house. I'm so scared. I didn't know she was in Colorado at the time. The messages that she had sent me, I was hoping that it was her at the time. I stopped at a Starbucks while I was on that walk, and I did make a video that was on my Facebook about the fact that I was walking there, and that I was pretty sure that I was hoping it was Natalie. I was hoping that it was the truth, but I was pretty sure that it was some fucking bullshit with the cops, and I was right. That video is still there. I spoke very calmly and plainly. And yeah, I did walk to 120th and I-25. Where did Miss Peaches live? 120th and I-25. Did I know that she lived there? No. When I was served the protection order, I was pissed off because I couldn't get a protection order against people in that state. And she was able to get a protection order from all the way in Virginia. And I'm literally not stalking her. I'm being stalked. I'm being harassed. I'm being assaulted. And I'm trying to get help stopping it. I'm asking her to call off the dogs. And yeah, I cursed. Oh, yeah, I cursed. Those of you who know me, you know how filthy my goddamn mouth is. So she typed, Sean walked up to 120th and I-25. He said 100 plus blocks. That's not what I typed to her. I typed 60 blocks. Now, when I counted it, yes, it was over 100 blocks. And she makes a little cry emoji. She'd already made a plan at this point. She had already decided the evil shit that she was going to do. That's pretty goddamn obvious. This is from Tim Beeson, and he calls her Poke. What a fucking piece of shit. He types, I'm sorry, Poke, I fell asleep. My phone is next to me now. My gun is loaded. Yay! So here I am, trying to get the violence against me to stop, and she's getting people all up in a fucking tiffy with loaded guns and trying to point these people's anger and hatred at me because I told the truth about her dad with her own fucking email. By the way, I got to send that to Mandy and all of these other people as well. He types, my door isn't locked. She typed, mine is too. There is one in the chamber. I don't feel safe. Well, neither did I. She wasn't being assaulted over me telling the truth. I was being assaulted over her fucking lying out her ass. And obviously, yeah, just this very first message between her and I shows that her and her friends were stalking me. Tim types, do you want to leave the house for a while? I'll drive you around. Now, this is on 12/18/17. Oh, I went the wrong way. Sorry. She types, it's okay. It's early. I don't mean to worry you. Cops are patrolling my house every couple hours. And he types, I was out getting smokes, so I figured I'd ask. That's good that they are doing that. He typed, here's that picture. She typed, if you can if you want, hun. I just don't want to be a bother. She fucking certainly did. She was manipulating this shit. She types, my favorite selfie, and Tim writes, ha 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 ha. That was perfect. And then, little emoji crap. She typed, I'd love to see you, but I don't mind letting you rest first. He types, OMG, that made me cry a little bit. I'm going to go back to sleep for a bit. Maybe we can go get a coffee today if you aren't busy. Now, lucky for me, I also saved a lot of stuff from Joanna Taylor Smith, that fucking lying ass cunt. See, here's my problem with Joanna Taylor Smith, is that when I tried to explain her the situation with Natalie and Alicia and Maddie, I didn't want them being targeted when I killed myself. I did not want them targeted. That is specifically why I tried to destroy my Facebook, so that people wouldn't look at it and go after Natalie and Alicia and Maddie. which is exactly what Joanna Taylor Smith claimed that she would do if I killed myself. I can't have that. Are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, Natalie typed, "Hey, hun, are you coming tomorrow? If you can't, I understand. I think I'm going alone tomorrow. Well, have a good night, hun." That's on 12/21. 12/22 is the day of court. I didn't even know I had court, but I didn't get my disability payment until the 23rd, so I couldn't have gone anyway, even if I'd have known that I had a court date. Meanwhile, Jeff Ritter was supposed to help me with this, but he explained that he couldn't do anything until after the first of the year. Meanwhile, I told him about the situation on the 16th when I was handed the protection order. This is the day after she made that post trying to claim that I was some sort of a horrible monster and she didn't want anybody to listen to me. What a fucking bitch. And you don't like that I say that shit, but look what she fucking put me through. Look at the last 5 years of my life of people treating me like hell and throwing me away like garbage and being threatened and harassed and intimidated. She typed, "Sean didn't show. They gave me a permanent protection order." I couldn't show. I didn't even know I had a fucking court date. I didn't even know how those things worked at the time. I was pissed off because I couldn't get one against Tim Beeson for threatening me and my fucking family all the way in May. Sorry, March of 2017. He was the first solid evidence that I had of this harassment. He was the first solid evidence that I had that I could actually show what I was going through and that Natalie was pulling this fucking shit because she was strung out on goddamn heroin and embarrassed. She was pissed off at me because I told the fucking truth. It's slander. No, Natalie, those were your words, not mine. If those are your words, then you're the one slandering, and maybe you should apologize to your dad for slandering. But then again, multiple people who knew Natalie and Alicia, including Bobby Forrest, admitted that they had told Bobby Forrest this as well. And also their friend Samantha, who used to give them rides in Virginia and Rhode Island. Anyway, Tim writes, "I'm glad that all worked out in your favor. Congrats on that victory." It's not that I wasn't trying to get help. It's that I needed the help and I wasn't fucking getting it. I was going to all the right places. She wanted to pretend that I parked outside of her work. She didn't explain that that shit was in Virginia, not in Colorado. With all of that shit in that post, that she was trying to leave out the important details like her sister asked me to, or she asked me to, or they pressured me to go there, or Natalie was going to fucking kill herself and then she tried. Or the fact that they had an argument over a boy and Natalie had to wait for her sister. The two times that I got to hang out with Natalie by herself, one of them was at the pagoda when her sister went to go. I can't remember if she went to go get her purse or if she went to go put it in the car. But when she went to go do that, that's when Natalie said, "Sean, I really want to talk to you." You know, I said, "We'll find time. There's plenty of time. All right, we got plenty of time." I was wrong. I was completely wrong. The second time was on my birthday when we're at Elliot's Coffee Grounds in Norfolk, Virginia. Me and Natalie, obviously, neither one of us wanted to go there. Neither one of us wanted to go there. Natalie and I were both fine with staying right fucking there in her mom's driveway and having a fucking picnic. Let's see. Sorry, he typed, "Sorry, I didn't get back to you sooner." Then she typed, "If I ever go missing, he did it. If I end up dead, someone tell the cops it was him. I'm not even joking." So she'd already decided at this point that she was going to have someone blow her head off. And according to William Barr, she made this more than once. She had to repost it. that Craigslist ad, William Barr claimed that he did internet investigations with the police department down there, and also the paperwork that I have from him, where he was trying to claim I was some sort of a horrible monster. It shows that, yes, he tried to use that to increase his clout. I used to work for the Denver Sheriff's Department, and I still do internet investigations with him. Yeah? Were you really involved in the Natalie Bollinger case? Did you really investigate it, William Barr? Or are you lying out your ass? Good question. So Tim writes, noted, but I'd rather not have those thoughts in my head. I do think he will prove your point in court, though. I feel so much like arming you, I worry for you. That was on 12:15 and 12:16. So these are out of order as well. But they do have the date and the time on them, so you guys can put them in order. She types, I'm worried. He types, well, yeah, like I said, if you feel like you need it, my door is open anytime. Don't even, let's see. Also, I have a gallon of apple juice. This is strangely satisfying. She typed, I hate apple juice. It gives me headache. I've had people be crazy. I had people harass me. I've never felt bad for someone while I've been afraid of them. I honestly feel that Sean would tie me up in a basement and no one would hear from me again. So obviously, I've told the truth about her 100%. And she's trying to tell people and trying to claim that I'm slandering her name. Meanwhile, after she has Joseph Lopez blow her head off, it's pretty fucking obvious that what I said about her heroin use was fucking true. Her tox report shows that she had a lethal dose of heroin in her system when he shot her in the fucking head. So the things that she was claiming were slander, no, she was slandering me, not the other way around. And one of these dudes who was doing that to her this is literally the guy that she had to cancel plans with me multiple times in Virginia, where she's like, I really need to talk to you. I really need to talk to you. You know, I'm sorry that Alicia has to drive us everywhere because my leg's broke. I wish we could spend some time just you and me. Blah, 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 fucking blah. But she can't because this guy right here is calling her up and threatening to blow his fucking head off. You know what? He was threatening to blow his head off for the reasons that you guys want to pretend that I was. She literally stole my suicide. And yeah, there are text messages in here where I texted my friends as well as the people who are threatening to kill me and assault me. I'm telling them, hey, I'll dig my own grave. I'll give you every penny I have. I will dig the hole myself. I will give you my vehicle. Just make it stop. Jesus fucking Christ, make it stop. Anyway, let's see. He types to her when, well, then I won't give you any. I'll get you something else to drink. I would be forced to kill him in the slowest and most. Holy shit. Like, yeah. Obviously, she's doing fucked up shit. Obviously, this is a fucking game to her. Thank goodness for Google OneDrive, and thank goodness for Meg for helping me out with this. And thank goodness for the other people who helped me out with this. But did they speak up? That is the most important part. If you didn't speak up, it don't make any goddamn sense. Mostly because I just like to hear what you have to. Oh, that's from Tim Beeson. Fuck, this isn't even in order. Well, I guess this doesn't actually have anything in it. I took this off of Mike Boudette's site. Like he was willing to post up what Natalie's fucking crazy bitch ass said and Tim Beeson, but he didn't want anything that I had to say because, well, Mike Boudette is a biased fucking cunt. Let's see. I just have to take care of a few things first, hon. And he typed okay. This is on 12/28. He typed, parking the bike for today. It's cold, making myself lunch. Guess I'll just wait for you to hit me up when you got time. I don't seem to have very good timing and all. Talk to you later. And then on 12/28/17, he types to her, has she been found? Obviously, this is stuff that I got to make a file for as well. I mean, it's a bunch of fucking horse shit. I'm going to end this video now.